We have great teachers.
My teachers are awesome.
I love my teachers.
My teachers are making me smart.
So I've worked in Montgomery County Schools for 26 years. I don't think that there's a better job where you can do more good in the world than teaching. And I think teachers are God's gift to this earth. I think that we're like angels. It's me, Mercantile Man! You will be part of a really elite and professional staff, and that you can't help but to grow and develop from that and become a better teacher from that. The teachers around you will bring you up to a new level.
There's a lot of room for moving around in the county, and moving up, there's a lot of room for growth as well for teachers and other staff.
But there's a lot of opportunity to really grow, I think, as a professional and explore interests of your own.
Right now I'm in a doctoral studies program with the University of Maryland. Montgomery County does allow us to present in other platforms and for other school districts. I've been a national presenter for 3 or 4 years.
I started here as a teacher. I went from being a teacher to a resource teacher to an administrator to now one of the assistant principal. Most of my education was paid through Montgomery County.
Montgomery County certainly builds leaders from within, and I do sense a great commitment to developing teachers into teacher leaders and teacher leaders into administrators. There are many opportunities within a school to take on leadership and either lead a department or lead a particular program or initiative.
Since I've been in Montgomery County, I've had a lot of opportunity to grow. And I moved from being a classroom teacher to being an instructional specialist in the reading department. And this is my first year being an assistant principal.
There's a lot of room for professional growth in Montgomery County Public Schools.
And in my 32 years in the system, I've always been learning, and so you're always getting better at it. And so I think that's what's really cool.
All schools becoming professional learning communities, so teachers keep learning. We have study groups, professional meetings where teachers are encouraged to plan together so that you're never alone, you're never isolated, you're planning by yourself, you're working as a part of a team.
I think it's also important for educators to talk to other educators about their craft so that we can reflect on what we do and do what we do better.
You're sitting down, you're meeting with other people, you're opening up your plan books, you're exchanging ideas, you're exchanging resources, you're talking about what's successful, what's not successful, and it makes you a better teacher and a more confident teacher.
I think it's an amazing benefit whenever you can work at a place that actually wants you to further your education.
Montgomery County is very invested in training their educators to be the best that they can. We have focused on developing a number of higher education partnerships that will allow you to proceed in your career development. These partnerships can help you do that, become certified, and also get your master's at the same time. And even at some point, you may want to think about going beyond your master's degree and focusing on a doctorate degree, which eventually you could do through the county.
Montgomery County is great because of all the supports that's offered to new teachers.
We value our new teachers and have comprehensive supports for them in place. We have the new teacher induction program, new teacher workshops. We have mentoring teachers, consulting teachers, and at least one staff development teacher at every school.
If you were a new student coming out of college and trying to get a job as a teacher, I would definitely recommend you to come to Montgomery County Public Schools because you get a lot of support in terms of the programs that are offered here.
It was a great temptation to come here knowing that I would have somebody all the time that was there for me and who would be able to support me and answer my questions.
Yeah, I have been a mentor for the last 3 years actually. This year I'm helping my teachers a lot in terms of the planning. So we would meet each week and we would plan for the following week and I would give them the materials so they didn't have to worry about that part. Sometimes they ask me to come to their classroom to observe some students and give them some guidance.
It was nice to have a mentor teacher that looked at me as a peer. It really felt like she was there for me more as a friend and a colleague instead of a boss or an administrator.
I think that the value of having a mentoring teacher is the emotional support that you get.
I do really believe that the school system invests a great deal in a new teacher and has supports both in the school itself and also throughout the county to give that content-specific support, to give the supports to someone maybe who has the technology piece but doesn't have the classroom management down, or vice versa.
Well, there are so many supports for first-year teachers. You have your consulting teacher, you have the administration in the school, you have your team, you have other teachers in the school that you can go to, you have your staff development teacher. So it's great to have all of those supports, and it's a great school system to be in.
I'm a National Board Certified Teacher, and I was supported through the many programs in Montgomery County Public Schools to achieve my certification. I know that I have many great teachers that I work with who have taught me everything that I know, and so I think they're found throughout the county. There's a lot to learn from the many veteran teachers that we have here.
We think of new teachers that come to Montgomery County Public Schools as valuable like gold is valuable, a gold nugget. What Montgomery County Public Schools offers those teachers is the ability to help shine that gold, shine that nugget so that it becomes even more valuable. And the way we do that is offer them all of these supports. So if you as a new teacher are coming to Montgomery County, be aware of the fact that we are going to help make you shine, because we know you're valuable. And if you don't believe us, look at Kim Oliver and look how she's shining.
And then you realize that there's support and resources for no matter what you're doing, because every grade is important, and every grade, every teacher, no matter what they're teaching, no matter what their subject is respected.
And my consultant teacher was just phenomenal, amazing. And she visits a certain amount of times during the year, evaluates your work, and then sits down and helps you form up lessons and help you teach, basically.
It's easy to reflect on your own teaching, but it's always really nice to have a master teacher come in and observe you and give you the feedback, and then you can kind of reflect together on things that you might have changed, things that you would do differently next time, what worked, what didn't work, and so on.
Montgomery County Public Schools have staff development teachers in every school. The beauty of all of that is that any teacher who needs some support has it from a non-evaluative person.
And you guys don't have to worry about that.
My job as a staff development teacher is to support the teacher, to make that teacher the most effective teacher they can possibly be. So I'll do whatever I have to do to make them successful. If you're a new teacher, the first week of school before all the other staff come back, you meet with the staff development teacher, they help you set your room up, they show you the curriculum, they help you start planning, and so that when the new teachers are all working together with the staff development teacher, they have like a foot in the door.
Any question you could possibly think of, she's there to answer. If you want her to come in and do a lesson for your kids, a model lesson, she'll come in.
As a new teacher, they get together in small groups so there's camaraderie, and they find out from other new teachers what they're doing in their schools. With that, they also get the book by Harry and Rosemary Wong. They also receive information on instructional strategies, classroom management, and how to move through a very large system and help themselves as a new teacher.
Well, I was working on Wall Street, and I didn't feel fulfilled. I felt like something was missing, and I thought about what I wanted to do, and I think teaching was kind of just an obvious thing for me because I love kids.
The teaching is my second profession, so of course you're a little intimidated when you're on your first year, and I got a lot of support from the other staff members.
This was a second career because I was an actor and I actually produced television. And I chose Montgomery County because I knew that this was one of the best systems in the country. I think the structure with Montgomery County was set so that if you were a new teacher coming in, they were going to give you a tremendous amount of support and kind of follow you along the tracks as you were developing yourself. And so for me to be able to come into a school system and say, we know what you can do and we want you to do it, and we're going to help you do it. They're going to work with you and make sure that you excel in whatever your talents are.